Good morning, everyone. As you can see, we have a guest this morning. We have Spawn Trooper joining us. Welcome again, Spawn Trooper.
Well, greetings and salutations to all the American brethren. Yo, how you doing, mate? How you doing?
I'm doing
I got
okay.
good. I've got some news for you.
Sorry, I just busted off my camera. Let me fix it
Please
real quick.
hold. Technical, ladies and gentlemen. At the present time, we have got some technical issues. Please hold. Yeah. Anyway, while we wait for him to fix his stuff and all that. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. It is sunny with shitloads of clouds of rain, and my cat's asleep and snoring. Yeah. Yeah, I've found something out. I can't hear you now. Yeah, looks like I'm the one running the show now.
I can hear you. You should be able to hear me now.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, sorry. Thing is, how do I turn you down? Because you is loud, man. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn you down that way. Nope. Yeah, no drama. Anyway, yes. Anyway, how are you, my brethren? Had you 4 coffees yet?
I've had some coffee. It's not a ton today.
Okay. Well, I've had 4.5 liters so far since this morning, and I told my next door neighbor that he's a fucking idiot. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Well, yeah, I should hope you have more. It's later in the day there.
Well, according to people, I'm an alcoholic. I drink. Well, how does it go again? Gulp, gulp, gulp. Yeah. I would say something else, but obviously we have children present. Right. Anyway, carry on, sir.
Man, this thing is not working with me.
Oh, anyway, are you ready for this thing? I did a bit of I did a bit of research. Now, you know what I'm like. You throw something in front of me, it's like throwing a bone in front of a dog, and the dog gets really excited. The tail goes waggy, 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 and knocks everything over. And well, I did a bit of research, and I found some discrepancies with this super lawyer Judge Dredd or Deuce Foreskin, whatever you want to call him. And I did some research, and have a guess what?
What?
He's got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. I'm not sure if it's a legal problem. Not sure if it's could get him into trouble. But if you would want me to just take the floor for a second and go through it with you, and then you can tell me what you think.
All yours.
Right. Well, basically, a few months ago, a month ago, I noticed that obviously with the situation, what Jeremy Hells was putting videos up in regards of Lloyd, you know, the veteran, the naval veteran.
Yep.
Who broke his hip. Well, we're not going to go into the nitty-gritty about that. What we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the bigger picture. The biggest issue is people look at all this information and they'll either pick 2 sides, they'll sit on a fence, or they'll actually go looking for fact. They'll look for the truth, they'll look for evidence. Well, I'm the type of person who likes to go looking for facts and evidence. Excuse me. Right. About a month or so ago, obviously just before the RV was removed from Lloyd, Landon Preston, his girlfriend, and their third party had a couple of issues, and there was a phone call made to Jeremy Hells, which was, if I can remember correctly, please hold. It's under the video on Jeremy Hells. It's called "Her Grandson Called the Cops on Her," and there's a conversation in that. Now, obviously, with a little bit of digging, I then had a sort of a light switch moment where I challenged Bruce Deuce, whatever. I'm not even going to mention his name. He doesn't deserve the credit. I then challenged that individual lawyer, or we'll call him Judge Shred, about this GoFundMe. And he was ignoring it. He was deflecting and everything else. So I directly challenged him about this GoFundMe. And then he came out with this comment. And please hold. I just need to find that comment for you. Not that one. He made this comment 1 month ago. He says, I didn't start a GoFundMe. I provided a letter for it to explain and to show a lawyers involved in helping the beneficiary. Now, here's the thing. He edited that comment. He added show lawyers involved in helping that beneficiary. Now, here's a problem. So I started digging a little bit more deeper. You know, I'm quite good at digging holes. Everyone sit back, get your coffee ready, a little bit of popcorn if you want, or make your sandwich. But anyway, so I went a little bit digger. So I started listening to the video that What the Hell's put out, the conversation with Landon. And I was listening, and I wasn't the only one. Someone else was helping me with it. And we were listening. And then suddenly, Mr. Hales mentioned the GoFundMe. Well, it turns out Landon didn't write that or start it. Allegedly, it was Monsieur Judge Shred and the Lady of the Dark. Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the East. The unfortunate part is her legs don't shrivel and disappear under a building. But anyway, we digress. So I thought, okay, so if you go to that video and you go to these specific timestamps, you go to 16 minutes 24 to 16 minutes 37, you'll hear the mention of the GoFundMe. That's where they start talking about it. And when you go to 16 minutes 56 to 17 minutes 05, you'll the mention of Bruce writing the message on the GoFundMe, and that Landon was asked to read over it and check it. At 17 minutes 10, right? There's a mention about Landon in the conversation. Landon's mentioning the fact that he received screenshots about the GoFundMe, and he was like totally perplexed what was going on. At 17:24, right? Landon makes the comment and states that he did not make that effing GoFundMe. So my question is this: if he, okay, this is not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen, Ewoks and Wookiees. Okay, if he did not write, if he did not write that GoFundMe and place it, by the way, that GoFundMe is still live for your information, and he didn't write that, and the now lawyer, Mr. Matskin, states that he did not start that. However, Landon's name is on the actual fundraiser person who started it, because it's your name and the location where you are is put on the GoFundMe of the person who created that GoFundMe. Then they've got a very serious legal issue going on here, because it's fraud.
Yes,
it's fraud. So I hope everyone's enjoying your coffee. So besides the conduct, the behavior, and everything else that's been going on over the last few weeks, the deflection, the smoke screens, going from one tube channel to the other, which reminds me of a sluggish type of person, but we'll come back to him later. That means the attorney of Lynette Preston, we're not talking about Stark Enterprises, we're not talking about Martins, we're talking about one individual who has suddenly came onto the scene, and then all this shit's happened. Pardon my French. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I can't go to hell because I've got an injunction already. So, but anyway,
it happens just as long as we're not,
Yeah, I do apologize.
Repeatedly.
Yeah. So my question is this:
we're not going to sing your favorite rap song.
I'm not talking to you no more. What are you looking at me for? Okay. Anyway, no. So here comes here comes the 3-part question. 1, who's lying? And by the way, to legally cover everyone, all this is allegedly. Okay, all right. So before you out there sitting in the cold, Bruce, before you get your knickers in the twist, mate, right? Bring it.
He's going to send you a letter.
Yeah, well, you can send me a letter, but make sure you bring a gum shield with you. But anyway, what was I going to say? So,
dear you.
Yeah, dear yes. Next one, I'm getting a complaint. No,
I have had enough of you ignoring my letter.
Yeah. You're like a horrible ginger stepchild I never wanted. Oh, Bruce, please hug me. I need love. No, sorry. So 1, okay, this is all allegedly. 1, Landon Preston is lying. 2, part of that one is Bruce Matskin is lying. 2, Lynette is the one who's causing this, and they both parties don't know. Come on, Bruce. That's your get out card there. That'll get you out of jail. That one. Yeah, you can blame her. All right. Or 2, Lynette's done it and not told both of these people. Or 3, part 1 and 2. I believe that, like, technically speaking, I don't live in the United States of drama, so someone would have to contact GoFundMe and ask them a probing question. Hey, who started this? Do you know this information has now come out? There's this recording which states one thing. You got another person stating another thing. So there you go. There's my dramaless, non-toxic stuff. How you doing, mate?
No, I'm doing great. It was funny because we were talking about this off the show yesterday for a little bit, and we were talking about how this when you're raising money, you have to do it under I'm saying this as someone who has a nonprofit. You have to do it under truthful pretenses. There is no there's not really a lot of wiggle room. Whatever you raise the money for, the money has to be spent for, and you have to raise it under truthful auspices. So that was, as we were talking about this, clearly Landon did not write it. I don't know if Landon doesn't seem to me like he can string, a couple paragraphs together. So yeah, I don't think Landon wrote it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no specialist in writing styles or, but considering that I can't, considering that I've had a look at it a couple of times, and then it disappeared off the face of it, and then it's reappeared again. One thing I have noticed is that the writing style from Judge Shredder's is different to the actual initial writing at the top. So that it's definitely two different people. So this is my assumption. This is only speculation and assumption. It's like me writing at the top, and then suddenly you got Skipper writing at the bottom.
And I will say this is in line with things Lynette has done. She has done similar to this before, where she's written things and had other people push it out, or written things as if someone else was writing it, is what I'll say.
Something else I've noticed. I could be seeing things, or I don't know. But I could have sworn that Shah Michelle or Sharon Austin or Sharon whatever, anyway, whatever name she likes, a fictional writer can write. Anyway, I'm sure that she donated over a considerable amount of money, I think it was over $300 or something like that, and that's disappeared. Okay, and I find it quite strange that there are a lot of people out there who donate money to Shrek's stepdaughter, and what I find quite strange is that there seems to be, well, thank you very much, Jen. Oh yeah, but the thing is,
we even have Tina. I don't know if you saw what Tina said. She said, "Listen to that sexy voice on my TV." So there you go.
Oh, you want a sexy voice, do you? Okay. Lay down, lay back, enjoy, turn the volume up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the BBC World Service coming to you from my microphone. No, I'm sorry. What was I? Oh yeah. So basically, there's a lot of discrepancies going on. There's a lot of things that are not adding up in regards of this triangle with Bruce, Marla, and Shah. Now, I also noticed, because I am now watching this a little bit closer. I am now watching this a little bit closer than I was, because I've been watching What the Hell. At the end of the day, you've always got two wrongs don't make a right, all right, and two rights don't make a wrong. But the thing is, you have to be unbiased with this. There's a lot of discrepancies from one side of the camp. And that's what I find quite interesting.
It yeah, with all the stuff that they've been doing, like when you're in a hole, stop digging. But they just keep on going, and they think that like they're slick. They think that they can like pull the wool over people's eyes. Like we all see what is happening. You know, you're not fooling anybody. Um, and and they think they really think they're gonna fool people like Tug and Megan Fox, and it's like,
oh shit, yeah,
those two have been around the block. Like
those two scare me. Yeah, I don't want to be on the receiving end of them two. That's for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just like Lynette. She needs attention. She needs attention. That's why it took her so long to stop posting off Facebook. I do want to mention, hold on, I'm going to pull it up here. I'm not going to put it on screen, but I wanted to look at a couple of the things that were said about you and I.
Have you heard that? Apparently, you and I are lovers.
I like you, but I don't like.
Yeah, I was about to say, listen, I don't mind, the odd spoon here and there when we're on camping trips and stuff. But mate, you touch me anywhere else, you're gonna get it. Love it, yeah. Shit.
Oh, and we talked about the two leeches going off air midstream too. We got to get to that.
Oh, wait a minute, is that Kevin and Tina?
Yes. Or no. The two leeches, Lisa, and I don't even remember the other one's name. The one that doesn't sound like a man.
Tori?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Can I say so? Listen, right? This is me saying this. There's no one else, so don't pick on anyone else. This is me. Moi. Et moi. Do you know that Lisa? Either she smoked Cuban cigars, right, or permanently lives in a mine, because the way she it's like Gollum on steroids. It's like,
we want our precious, we want it now. Can't we have our precious? Give us our precious. Spiegel, stop it, Spiegel. But we want our precious.
Sorry.
No, hold on, I gotta put this up. This is hilarious. I love what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, our reach goes really far. I'm going to share this screen. This is currently on Facebook. So you're Scotch and I'm Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I'm Scotch. And they're recording as well. Oh, in that.
Mickey? Is that you, Mickey? Mickey?
I just want to say you have the worst Scottish accent ever for those who think you have a Scottish accent.
Oh, you mean you swing? Yeah, I call it polish on you.
It's like,
oh God.
Yeah, you can tell these are not well-traveled people. Oh, we have Conspiracy Kitty on the show.
Yeah, that mountain lion. That's not a cat, man. I'm telling you right now, that's a mountain lion. That's a mini mountain lion. I swear.
Are you going to be okay if I go get some more coffee?
Yeah, go for it. What do you want me to do? Cause trouble or just be nice?
Do whatever you do.
Oh,
I'll be right back. 30 seconds.
All right, take your time. Right. Okay. So here's a couple of things for you people. If you want to hate on people, right? Look, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got a right to that opinion. If you don't agree on that opinion, then just walk away, because the more you feed the fire, right, the less people will take you serious. And by the way, what's it sound like now on your TV? Right? You sitting there on your couch listening to this and just going, that voice. Oh yeah. Oh, you're coming back. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Don't tell anyone what I just said. Don't tell them what I said. Shh. Yeah.
Let me guess. You were just letting everyone know that my real name is actually Wayne Kerr.
Yeah. Oh, that's another. No. Yes. No. Don't put me in. But don't. No. Don't put me in that type of. No. Don't make me say things that I'm not going to regret. No, I just got Tina really, really upset because, like, I just went close to the mic and started talking like this. And yes, turn the TV up, relax. Oh yeah. Mm. Sorry.
I have to laugh because you know, with some of Lynette's supporters, you have really, you know, attracted their ire almost as much as I do. I think I'm a little bit more in their face, but you come at it from a little bit more of a principled perspective.
And sarcasm.
Whereas I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. But we are going to face legal consequences, according to an anonymous poster this week. And
oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it here. Here, let me resort this because I hate the way Facebook they set things up so stupid.
I mean, right. Let me put it this way: legal consequences. Right. First of all, in America, you have freedom of speech, which is your First Amendment, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. If I can remember correctly, the First Amendment states that you have freedom of speech as long as it is not hateful or it doesn't. What do you call it? Well, I don't know. I'm not American. I'm a non-American, right? So the thing is, you got freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Now, if I wanted to call you a D-head, that's freedom of speech. If I wanted to give you the bird, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. At the end of the day, if you want to take legal actions against people's freedom of speech, then Jeremy Hales hit the nail on the head.
Oh,
simple as that.
I think I need new headphones. I'm only getting sound in one ear, but that's okay.
You're going deaf, man.
Wolf is Spawn Trooper here. Let me put our things down at the bottom.
Wolf in the house. Yeah, there you go. At Donna Spawn Trooper. That's me.
But yeah, I'm laughing because, you know, all these people, they all started running last week. They all started scattering like cockroaches.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Right, right. And they're all taking mental health breaks, except for the ladies who are married to convicted felons.
Correct. Yeah. Which is fact, by the way, and public information. So before you start running, or you ambulance chasers start going, oh, he said something illegal. That's public information.
Here's the thing. I don't care about them at all. So I didn't even look at what he was convicted of. At least one of their husbands, and from what I understand, they've got more felons in the family.
Oh, is it?
That's what I was told. But again, like, these are things that people bring to me that, anyone wants to send me stuff. I'm always like, yeah, you send me something, I'll look at it. And I will. But it doesn't, just because you sent me something doesn't mean I'm going to act on it or even necessarily believe it. But I was sent, the thing that showed his mugshot that he was convicted felon. I believe it was for assault, but I'm not 100% on that because I looked at it and then just kind of went on with my life.
What did he assault?
Go ahead.
What did he assault? A cat? You could anyway.
Don't
sorry.
Don't know.
I mean, the thing is, the way I've been seeing it. I mean, at the end of the day, I use sarcasm, a bit of humor and sarcasm. And if people attack me or threaten me or try to intimidate me, I will use sarcasm. I use humor. A lot of people call it black humor. I just call it typical banter. So if me and Mike are bantering with each other, people think, oh crap, it's going to kick off. No, it's not. It's banter. But I have seen a lot. I've seen people write, especially by posting anonymously, and I just find it humorous because at the end of the day, if what you're saying is true, why are you hiding?
Right.
Why are you hiding?
Like, I'm still getting people telling me that I'm going to jail, that you made a false call and you're going to jail. And I'm like, okay, it's been 3 weeks. Trust me, my local sheriff's department here knows me. I've been attacked twice in this county and the DA won't prosecute. So you don't think that the sheriff's department doesn't know me? They know me. They've been to my house. They know right where I'm at. They know I do this show. So if I'm going to jail, they're taking their sweet old time coming to get me.
I mean, if you do go to jail, make sure that they've got a cell next to you, because I want my cell. I want it facing to the south, so I got like a decent sunrise, or depending where your sunrise is, I want at least 2 sheets and 1 blanket.
If I get arrested for that call, guess what? All those other CPS calls will be used as evidence. And then we'll be able to take what those calls had and compare it to the videos that have been posted. And we'll probably, again, if they arrest me, they have to establish facts. So we could probably do some discovery and say, okay, let's go to that property and take a look at what the child's living situation is right now.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. It is funny you mentioned that. I mean, it can get confused with look with all this information.
Will be a witness. I'll happily pay for Lloyd to have a plane ticket back to Florida to testify.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah. But funny you say about CPS about. Here's a funny, interesting fact that there was a conversation, a recorded a recorded one that was probably edited again. People are going around saying that there were 25 or 27 visits, CPS visits to that property. Actual fact, there were 1, but there was 14. I think someone said there was 14 calls that were taken, but apparently there was 1 visit to that property. That's not including the fish and game. Now, listen. If you
also found violations, by the way.
Now, we've got 3 problems here. 1, we've seen the state of the property. We've seen the state of the living conditions and everything else. Okay. The last time I saw conditions, actual fact, I've seen conditions in Iraq that were cleaner than that. All right. And you've got a child living there. You've also got a divorced couple who are living together on that property, but in separate places.
Living in sin.
Yeah, she's making allegations against him. He's gone to jail for pointing his weapon at someone again. It's not the first time he's done it. He's also made verbal threats on his own video about going bang bang, but we're not going to go into that. The police have been there more times than they've probably been to their own canteen in their police station. So they could technically build a canteen outside that property, and at least they know where they can go for food. And all this is on video. Every single thing that you and I or anyone else discusses is on video. But they still deny it. So this woman, who is apparently dealing with the adoption paperwork, again, I'm skeptical, because in the pictures, the top of one sheet was covered. And second thing, why is there someone on a phone call, on a YouTube channel, discussing private and confidential information about an adoption? Isn't that breaking some rule in America?
This is the problem of so many people. Like, I've had, issues that I've talked about on this show. But I've said, look, I can't get into detail because there's an active court case. But there we have a case of, there is an active court case. The lawyer's involved, and they are just straight up talking. And it's like, okay, you're not really trying to be successful in court. You're trying to be successful in the square of public opinion. But you also sound like a complete mental case when you open your mouth. Like the deposition, like I had to send those deposition videos to my family, because while they kind of know what's going on, like with this case, and like they've seen some of my streams, they're like, I'm just not up to date with everything that's going on. I'm like, oh, trust me, there is so much. And then I just sent them those depositions, and they were like, that is an absolute batshit insane woman.
I mean, like talking about the depositions. I mean, I saw that a few months ago when Mr. Ailes put it up. But watching it again, it actually, like, after what the comments he made and everything else, I watched it again, and Jesus Christ, I did actually have a headache after I watched it. But there's a couple of things I did notice. The way she behaved, the way she spoke to the child and treated the child, and the fact that she didn't have a childminder there, considering she was doing a deposition. Here's what gets me. She pleads the fifth in the deposition, and she goes, "Oh, I'm pleading the fifth. I'm pleading the fifth." But she'll go on channel 20 and she'll do a phone interview with a supposed lawyer, but she won't do a deposition and pleads the fifth. I don't get that. I'm sorry, that to me that sounds like either she is very, very confused, right, or she's been caught out in all this lie that she lives in, and now it's coming back to bite her in the backside. So this video basically contradicts everything that Judge Shredders wants to say. I mean, I'm talking about Deuce. Anything that anyone says, the two minors or whatever, it proves categorically she's one way on one thing, but she's all right to sit there for 45 minutes and talk to someone who allegedly is her lawyer, but only recently got what they call it, pro hack vice. Which is
it just means that he can now be part of the case officially.
And I think a judge is going to look at this. I mean, he's definitely going to look at this and go, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry." It's like from that film, The Office. Yeah, we have to go ahead and just, yeah, no.
So Star just sent me this, and I'm gonna put this up. So this was from what was it from? Sorry, I'm making this a little bit more. There we go. This was from the Two Leeches podcast. It was taken down midstream. Here's what I'm going to tell people. I am not for reporting streams. Like even when Slug was talking about me, people were like, "I'm going to report it." I was like, "Don't report it. Don't report it." When he's talking about me and like saying incorrect things, just screen record and send it to me, and I will be happy. Take screenshots of anything of mine that he puts up. I didn't need to take him down. As you saw, he put all of his stuff private. He didn't take it down, which tells me he's not really sincere in his apology. But yeah, like, I'm not trying to get anybody taken down. They have the right to say, even with their defamation, they have a right to their YouTube channel and stuff. So I just don't care about them. And I do want to address, it said, "I've been called out and dared to go on a joint stream. Will the big bad veteran accept the challenge or chicken out?" Well, here's the thing. No, they asked me to, apparently they were saying on their show, would I come on as a guest? And I said, no, I would do a joint stream. And if they want to do a joint stream, my email is right below, veterannation@protonmail. Bruce has my email because he's emailed me. In fact, he's emailed me after I told him to stop contacting me, that I felt his contacts were harassment. So they can get my stuff. And if they want me to come on stream, I'm perfectly fine going on a joint stream, but it'll be streamed on this channel too. So the fans don't have to tune in to their crappy content.
I mean, the thing is that excuse me, I sound like that now. I smoke too much. No, here's the issue I've got with that. They want to go on. They want to come on here, and I know we know what's going to happen. They're going to try and do the same thing that Deucey Brucey tried out with you. They're going to try and put you in a corner, and me personally, I wouldn't even entertain
Someone
it.
named Bud Light asks, since when is depositions public? When they're part of a court case that is not sealed. That you can absolutely do public records requests to get depositions. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but I just wanted to address.
No. I mean, those two let's put it this way: no one knew about those two until all this kicked off with DC Greasy, DC for him, and then suddenly they appear. Slug appears. I got something to say about that little shithead. Pardon my French. Sorry, I'm bad. My bad. Sorry, I'll go to my room. Right. Hey, Sluggy, if you're listening, let me tell you something. All right. You know that walk in the park? You made so many mistakes. But anyway, so yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. The thing is, having them on in a debate, and I mean a civil, constructive debate in regards of everything that's being said, I don't think it'll be a waste of time. I think it'll be a waste of time because they already have a narrative. They've already made their mind up. So I mean, if I came in here and I confronted you with stuff that's happened so far, and so me and you can have a constructive back and forth. With them,
Yeah.
I doubt
like
very
this
much.
question below. Why would I go on a stream with someone who, again, if you know you're going to be ambushed, it's not an ambush, and they will think. And me and Spawn are both people who've served in the military. If you're walking into an ambush, like, you now hold the cards because you can do going to happen and be ready for it. The whole thing about ambushing is to bring someone on that they don't know. And as far as bashing me, guess what? I can tell them right to their face on their stream that their show sucks and they have no content. That's why.
Yeah.
You know,
and also they don't know about snap ambushing as well either.
And if you guys haven't figured it out, I can be entertaining. Like, I can be entertaining. You saw me with Bruce. That was a thing where I knew it was going to get contentious. I knew it was going to be for a great video. I did know that. I didn't know which way it was going to go. And I mean, I really did try to be very fair with Bruce. Now, if with the leeches, I am not going to be fair. Oh, you want to see something funny? Let them bring me. Let them put me on their show live, and I'm telling you, we will have some fun. We will have some fun.
Just for the record, Jen Thunder. Don't worry about that. I was just doing my job. Something else I do find about one thing I find a bit not scary, but I find it very concerning is the fact of what they are saying and how they're saying it. Now, look, I get it. If you don't agree with someone, fine. Don't agree with them. But don't bash them for just because you don't agree with what they're saying. Now, you know, there's a lot that I say that Mike doesn't probably agree on, and vice versa, or anybody else. But we don't bash each other. We just say, okay, yeah, agree to disagree, and then move on. But all I've seen is this hate campaign from a certain group of certain parties, and when you look at them as a YouTuber or as a streamer, I mean, those two women, right? They got a couple of thousand, right? Slug, he's got 6,000 in 15 bloody years. 15 years. Now you take the comparison. Now go and have a look at yours truly here, Mike, the beautiful gentleman there. All right. He's got 5,200 in 3 years. It's content. It's how you conduct yourself. It's what you put out to the world, right? All this hate and everything else. Yeah, I haven't seen any negative or hate. I've seen defensive reaction, defensive wording, but I've not seen any attacks whatsoever. And people are attacking you for your opinion, which makes as much sense as a fart in a spacesuit, to be honest.
I just want to address Loy because he doesn't see, because they ignore evidence. Well, it's to show everyone else. It's not about convincing them. It's about everyone else, the audiences who will see it, to show them what's really going on. Now I've sent my letter to the Attorney General of Florida, where we've linked this channel. It's about them seeing which side is being reasonable and which side is not. That's what it's about. The solution to free speech is always more free speech.
I mean, like, I'm going to put this out there. Okay, there's a lot of service personnel from all branches, right, who come in here and they listen to you, and there's also non-service personnel, which we call mortals. Right, we are immortals. Yeah. Um, I'm only joking, all right? So you've got members from all different branches, and some of them people are even on the flip side of all this. There are some people who have served in the police force or the armed forces or air force, whatever, who don't agree with what we say. But here comes the problem. You served in the military where you learned core values, you learned leadership values, you learned the service test, you learned how to work and be with other people who sometimes you wouldn't agree on. When you had a sergeant come up to you and go, and then you sit there all day whinging and moaning.
So,
but the thing is,
someone who's watching the stream right now just posted anonymously, I sent a public records request for the deposition Hales did with Silverman. Yes. Like, duh.
hello.
Why didn't the two leeches think of that? Because they're not smart. All their focus is only hate.
Do you know what it gets? I mean, you can't make this crap up, can you? Really, you just can't make it up. I mean, we talk about anonymous posters and stuff like that.
Arthur is worried about being arrested. You obviously have no idea how justice moves, boy. Oh, I'm not worried. I would love to be arrested over this. Like, I would love it, because the whole thing would be predicated on, is the child actually being abused? And my goal becomes front and center in a courtroom. Would love it. Arrest me. Please.
I can send you some plastic cuffs if you like. Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. That sounded wrong. I'm sorry.
That cuffs, just no one to use them with.
Yeah, not now, mate. Not now. Anyway, no. But I mean, like, on the flip side of all this, right, here's the problem. This is my personal opinion. So if you want to have a go at someone, have a go at me. This is my personal opinion. Here's the problem with all this. And I'm going to name him Bruce. You have jeopardized this whole legal case, basically, by your unprofessional behavior. Everything that you've done, you have jeopardized anything and everything. And the facts and the truth and the evidence that are stacked up against you over the last 2.5 years, all right, you may as well just do the scene out of Titanic. You may as well just do.
I do want to address Angel here. I was supposed to be on DJ Redis's show last night, but I ended up going to the movies to see Beetlejuice, and it was sold out, and we had to wait about an hour and a half for the next showing. So while I thought it was like, oh, okay, I'll go to a 2-hour movie, and it's also 2.5 hours. So ended up 5 hours of my time got taken up. But yeah,
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, the sequel.
Yeah, I prefer the original one. I really do.
I'll say this, and I do pop culture stuff too. I've got no problem doing that. It was very true to the original. Obviously, people were older, and I don't know if you know this, but the dad, Charles Dietz, the guy that plays him, what's that?
He passed away, didn't he?
No, he's alive, but he will never be hired for anything because he actually did, I believe, 2 years for child pornography. He had paid a 12-year-old boy to pose in nude photos. And did time. He still lives, still is in Hollywood, but will not be cast in anything ever again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, talking about that topic.
Jeffrey Jones is his name for those interested.
Can I crack a joke at you, Mike? I got to. I've been dying to say this for the last week and a half.
Of course. My co-host does.
Can you swap me? I'm sorry, mate. I had to say it.
Like, oh my God, like the mental break that guy. First, he was accusing me of swatting Lynette, and CPS is not swatting. Then he was posting stuff in case I swatted him, which it's like, wow, you have a really big ego that you think I care about you. And then he was accusing me of actually swatting him. But I did find it funny that we were able to very quickly find out his location.
Oh, not just that. I mean, can I say it? That what I did for 8 hours?
You can talk about it. Just don't, we're not gonna dox people, so just don't.
No,
You can say where he was at
Yeah.
in his video, but we're not gonna talk about his home.
Right. So I can mention the park.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. I spent 8 hours doing this, and basically, he made a couple of mistakes, and and the biggest thing was, and God knows how I done this, but I was like, "That's a pavilion that behind him there. That's a pavilion." So I went bird eyes view, and I spent 8 hours, and lo and behold, I found the fucking, pardon my French, pavilion, and he was at Bull Run Park.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. And I found out much more, but I am a type of person. I go by a certain set of rules. I have integrity. And there's one thing I will not do, like many people will do, and that's what Mike said about doxing people and putting information out there. I'm not like that. So, yes.
He doxed me. He put a lot of information about me. I do love when people they'll either post my address or post a picture of my home. And it's like, you didn't look at it on Google Maps, did you? Like they're posting this stuff to intimidate me. And it's like, there's a reason I live. Like, I'm still technically in the city, but if you look at my house on Google Maps, there is no one around me. I have, and you'll understand this term, I've got very unobstructed fields of fire in almost 360 degrees.
Yeah.
Like,
but the thing is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Anyone who's looking to do any nefarious harm to me, yeah, I'm going to see you coming from a mile away.
And just for the record, okay, I did this off my own back, and for me, it's very easy to find stuff because that's the way our minds are trained. You can ask any person who served in the military. We are trained to find stuff. It's called we used to do
you more so than me. Like,
well, yeah, but it's called vehicle recognition, aircraft recognition, and ground recognition. And yeah, so it took me about 8 hours. I didn't sleep that night. I drank a lot of coffee and a lot of Dr. Pepper.
I didn't sleep at all last night.
Yeah, but the thing is, what actually triggered that was the fact that Mike, Veteran Nation, you know, I mean, he's a charity for, you know, veterans, with people who need that support and that help. And what he was saying, there was something he said in his live. Yes, I watched it. There was something in his live, and it triggered me, what he said. And yeah, once I get triggered, that's it. I do everything in my power to get the legal way of finding all the information I can. And Mr. Bruce, look at you. I found out the day you went to your Boston Law School of Law when you went there for 3 years, and I know everything about you. So, but I don't dox people. Okay, there's a difference about our integrity, where you've got the twins, you got Slug, you got Bruce, you got other people dropping locations, addresses, and names and stuff. We don't do that.
Dropping deuces.
The deuce, yes. But we don't do that because we have integrity. Okay. And we're family, and you don't mess with family.
And, you know, we have all that information, and we're just sitting on it. You know, that's the thing. We don't have to use it. We'll just sit on it and wait. I got Max Lab sending me. Max Lab, I think you are a moderator. Let me take a look.
Hey, Max, miss you, love you, hugs. Don't go below the belt. Don't go below the belt. Don't go below the belt. Don't touch me. That's my no square. Don't touch me there. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that at the end of the way I see it now is that people need to start growing up, realizing the common, you know, get a little bit of common sense into you, and stop attacking people when you don't agree with them. You know, if you don't agree with them, fine. But
just move on.
Yes, just move on. I mean, attacking people. I don't know what it is. Like I said last time, it must be in the water, or it's the air. I mean, are they releasing like purple smoke or stuff like that? I don't know.
Oh, hey, hold on here. I'm gonna give Max Lab.
Ratters, good day, mate. How you doing, fella?
I gotta give him a higher level permissions.
Something else about Guap. Oh, yeah. Do you know who started all this?
Who was that?
I would love to get Guapo, aka Andrew. I would love to have a chat with him in regards to a couple of things, but I'm not going to mention me. I'll do it privately with you. But yeah,
I'm looking here. YouTube. Damn it! They don't really make a lot of this easy.
P.S. How is America today? Is it rainy, sunny? What's the weather like?
Here, I had rain yesterday. I know people are like, "You had rain in the desert." Yes, I had rain in the desert. It was flash flooding here.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to look up Max Lab's channel.
Yeah. Hey, Ratters, just drive carefully, mate. Make sure you keep yourself safe, dude. And don't worry about the dogs. They just want to play. Woof. Well,
Sorry,
Jay,
just doing this.
Can I respond to a comment?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant. Hey, Jay. He's all. The thing is, though, you have to take. If you look at what I've seen so far of him, I think he needs to talk to someone, a counselor or someone, about his split up. I think there's more underlying issues than what you see. But I'm not going to put the guy down. But his behavior, what he's done, yeah, it's despicable. But I like Roy. Hey, I like, wait. Hey, Roy Lonsinger? Roy? Du weißt, dass ich Deutsch sprechen kann, ja? Also, wie lange warst du in Deutschland stationiert? Yes, I speak. Bonjour, mademoiselles, madames and messieurs. Bienvenue à la show Veteran Nation. Voilà.
Je parle un peu.
Oui. We had, sorry, I do apologize. I do get carried away.
Je suis étudié un peu.
Je suis on McDonald's, por favor. Oh, that went wrong really quickly. That went from French to Spanish. Yeah, some interesting comments. I mean, I like all these people because everyone is really peaceful, friendly. On peut français. Bonjour, Stazet.
There we go. Now we got Max Live. He's a managing moderator, so I think that will give him. He wanted the chat slowed down a little bit.
All right, yeah, that would be. Hey, Simon, you're right.
We'll get some more coffee.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, in the UK, it has been quite windy. I mean, I think we've just going through a storm season, as we are in Ireland. By the way, people, just remember, Great Britain is an island. It's not part of the continent, so we've got a different weather system. It's strange what people who feel trapped in corners say and do. Yes, you should see me when I'm trapped in a corner. I usually go, "Mama." But going back to this whole situation, is that people just need to grow up. They just need to stop jumping on these bandwagons and actually figure out what's going on first before they, yeah.
So I am sweating right now, and it's not because it's hot here. It's because it rained yesterday, so it is humid here. And here's how dry it is. Once it gets over about 30% humidity, you can feel it here. And I would say without looking it up, it's probably about 30 or 40%.
Just a quick one to Max. Max, if you set it to 10 seconds, 10 seconds is usually quite a good setting for slowing chat down. That's what I use. Oh, Lisa, Wales. Oh God, I would love to be in the valleys right now. I miss them.
32% humidity.
Oof.
That's what I got right now.
So I got a quick question for you. Over in America, you know, your VA and places like that, do they have what we've got over here? There's like a helpline, a free phone helpline that we have over here, which we can discuss later on at the end. Do you have let me try and get this question correct. Over there, I know that veterans they've got like a phone number. Do civilians have the same, where civilians can contact a free sort of like online medical support thing?
So if they are suicidal, we have 988, which is similar to our 911.
Okay.
So, but that's for anyone if they are having thoughts of suicide. In fact, I've got it. Yeah, right down there. Dial 988. But because we don't have universal health care, they do every type of insurer and medical facility normally has their own 1-800 number that people can call. But it's very dependent upon your healthcare provider. Now,
Right.
I'm 100% VA, so the VA is responsible for all of my injuries. Everyone thinks, well, you're 100% disabled, but yet you're walking around. No, 100% means the VA is 100% responsible for all my medical and disabilities, injuries, everything. That's what it actually means. That's why I can still work and do stuff with 100% disability. Whereas if you're on Social Security, like what Lynette is on, you can't work.
That's the reason. Sorry.
So that's the rub with her.
Right. That's the reason I'm asking, is because obviously over here we've got for civilians, you've got the Samaritans, and you can Google contact numbers and contact, like, you know, the different organizations. Samaritans is one of the biggest ones, which if anyone from the UK who's in this chat in this chat right now, if you need to talk to someone, please go and give them a call. Anyway, the reason I'm asking that is because after everything I've seen about Lynette and everything I've seen about the way she behaved at the deposition, I do seriously believe, and this is just my opinion, and I don't mean this in any negative way, I do believe she needs to talk to someone.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, that's one thing that's been very striking to me through all of this. A lot of the people involved are without a doubt, under mental stress. But Jeremy and George are the only two who have sought out any type of counseling or therapy.
Yeah, which they've actually publicly stated. But what gets me is that the legal representation or anyone involved with Lynette and John Cook, I mean, you'd think, if I was, well, okay, I'm gonna put it in a different way. If I was their lawyer and I noticed there was a certain mental stress going on, I would say, look, you need to talk to someone before we carry on with this, because this and this and this. But I don't see any of that happen. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of people may not like Lynette or John Cook, may not like Jeremy Hales and George, but we're also talking about human beings. We're talking about their mental health state, right? So, you know, let's not forget that part. But the behavior and everything else, that's just despicable. But we are talking about human beings. And Lynette has made certain comments over the last 2.5 years that are concerning. You know, not just in text messages, but also verbally as well.
I do want to take a quick time out just to thank all of our viewers right now on X. For those of you who don't know, Elon has been making X into more of a video platform, and there's actually an app that you can put on your smart TVs and watch shows like this. And I was wondering for the longest time, I was like, we have a lot of people watching on X, but no one ever comments. And I found out that's why, because they were using the beta version of that to watch the show. So to all the people on X, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching him, you weirdos. Anyway, sorry, I'm joking. I like the fact that like Jay put in there, lawyers have an ethical shit. Where'd that go? Lawyers gave a, oh god, that's too quick for me. Let me see if I can find it here. Lawyers gave a ethical responsibility to care for their clients. There you go. Yeah, they are. Anyone are responsible to if they think that something's going on. But going back to what I was saying earlier on about this GoFundMe, right now, if you look at the history, the amount of GoFundMes that have gone up, that you can tell there's an issue there. You know, it's and the thing is, I mean, I don't want to go into that rabbit hole because we'll be talking about mental health a lot, and there's a lot of guys and girls out there who need support in that, you know, and it'll just, yeah, but I just think that at the end of the day, that should be looked at, that should be investigated. No, I mean,
I think there's, because Bruce has made public comments about attorney Randy Shockett, disparaging comments. I believe if Randy wants to push it, I believe that could end up in sanctions in this federal court, because you can't have the two attorneys with personal snipes back and forth. That is totally inappropriate for a case. So I think it's just going to matter of, will Attorney Shockett pursue that against Attorney Meskin?
I mean, he did say something in a YouTube on a YouTube channel where he actually stated that, you know, he sort of questions Mr. Shockett's ability to write out legal documentation and questioning.
He was saying he was going further than that. Remember, he made comments about Shockett with the Arkansas Bar Association.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that went over my head, to be perfectly honest, because the minute he started having it, started digging at.
It started small, but then got a little bit bigger.
That's right, yeah.
And you know, I think it could be very bad for Bruce if Randy actually decides to pursue that.
Hi, Eric. Yeah, I mean, like, Bruce has been, and I've been watching him now since he's come on the scene, and some of the comments calling people idiots, imbeciles, and then denying it, being rude, unprofessional, disrespectful. It's starting to paint a picture of a type of person. I mean, and looking at his work history and considering that he's been self-employed for the last 24 plus years, makes you question his ability to actually be a impartial lawyer, or a lawyer that can be professional and impartial in the way he behaves.
I just realized we had more French on the show. Les bucket poupières.
Oh, oui, la bouquet poupière. No, you said it wrong.
We did that in solidarity with Lynette, who also shits in a bucket.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's high class.
You pronounced it.
Poupière.
No, it's le bouquet poupière. Le bouquet poupière. When you asked me that night, it said bucket. You remember that series? And I went, what series? And you went, oh, the one, the woman that was called Bucket, but she keeps on saying her name was Bouquet.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
For Hyacinth Bucket.
Yeah. I used to watch that, and every time she said my name is Hyacinth Bouquet, it pissed me off.
That's I always loved those British shows. Like, whenever I could watch them on the BBC, they're like, here the BBC always, like, it would put that stuff on, but like years after it was taken off of like BBC One.
Yeah, it's sorry to say this, but excuse me. The thing is, it's become, and I do apologize if this offends anybody, but TV has become very woke lately, and shows like that, or the Thin Blue Line with Rowan Atkinson in it. Thank you, Sky Angel. You know, shows like that, or the Mr. Bean, for example. You know, apparently now they're too, what you call it, aggressive, or they're too non-politically correct, which is silly. It's stupid. Yeah, but yeah, bouquet. That's oh crap. Oh, and I heard another joke. The London mayor apparently looks like Mr. Bean.
I was asked to show this. This was something posted in the fake group. If you're gonna try to make something out of me, it would be cool to make me a dinosaur. And so there you go. If Tyrannosaurus is related to chickens, then why doesn't Tyrannosaurus have feathers?
Yeah. It's probably because the egg saw the Tyrannosaurus and ran.
They all want their 15 minutes of fame, but I'm sure they're gonna rage about that later.
Oh God!
Oh, Monty Python like this.
Oh,
Monty Python. I added the Monty Python "Get On With It" to the soundboard.
What's the bit again? I spit in your general direction.
I always liked the one from the Flying Circus where they had the one guy. I believe he was in Spain, and they were putting him in front of a firing squad, and the coming out of the firing squad goes, "Ready, aim, fire," and they all shoot, and he looks and he goes, "How could you have missed?"
What, the one with the backpacker?
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah. What was it? The Life of Brian. That was a good one as well, where he went, "Who threw that stone? He.
That is my favorite one of all of their movies. Is Life of Brian.
God, that was funny.
We're the Liberation Front of Palestine. Who are you? We're the Palestinian Liberation Front.
Yeah, and look at what. Oh, mate, I tell you, it's what's that one? What's that one where they go to this cave and they get attacked by this little rabbit? Oh, what?
Oh, that was Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail. It's a bit where he takes his arms and his legs, and all you see is a head. He's like, "I'll bite you! I'll bite you!"
There it is. What, behind the rabbit? No, it is the rabbit.
Yeah. Oh crap! Oh mate, I've never laughed so much. No, but you see, yeah. And every time you stop talking about jokes, you suddenly go back to the topic. So it's like, I'm going to be anonymous, and today I'm going to put a message on Facebook and say, "I hate you," but I'm going to be anonymous. You're not going to know that I'm sitting in a dark room crying like a schoolgirl, because you won't know who it came from, because it's anonymous. Yeah, absolutely. Seriously, I mean, sorry, go on.
I always love doing voiceovers. If I had a dream job, would be to do voiceovers, and just they always had so many good ones back in the day, and they just moved away from the traditional voiceover,
Yeah, I've got something to tell you about that in a minute. Go on. Do you want to have a giggle? Right, I'm in another group with Milsim, like Armor Free Gaming, and there's a guy in there. He's so scared of Optimus Prime, and the thing is, he's turned up. Yeah, so I went in there the other night and I went, "Optimus Prime, roll out." He's fucking shit. Oh, pardon my friend. He hit himself. I've never seen someone leave a channel that quick. He was like, and he DM'd the owner of the Discord. He went, "Is he going to do it again?" And he was like, "No." He comes back in. I went, "Bumblebee, roll out."
I don't know why all those boys want to keep playing all those video games. Not just wasting a bunch of time, if you ask me.
God, oh God, if I get a voice changer, we're all doomed.
Hey, Homo, what video games you playing today?
Smeagol, tell him, we want our precious. We want it now. We want the plays. But Smeagol, no. But we want it now.
Oh my God. What we should start doing is doing Bruce Maskin as Troy McClure. Hi, I'm Bruce Maskin.
I'm Lynette. Smeagol.
Also, part-time babysitter.
Dude, Lynette as Spiegel, Gollum.
Attorney Maskin, why are you burning all those papers? Attorney Maskin, no more. Say hello to Miguel Sanchez.
Dum. Ladies and gentlemen, on the BBC World Service, breaking news. Matt Skinner's put himself on fire. No one knows how and why, but he's on fire. Look at him run. It's a human torch. Oh, God. Oh, we need to stop. We're going to get... yeah. You get the hour.
What I need to do is to go buy some puppets to act out like the way these haters on these shows, the way they do stuff, and just do like a puppet show for everybody here. But
the only problem is, if you do that, a lot of people are going to end up throwing up or fainting or both. But that's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine, like, if you know,
Timothy Frog here talking about all the happenings down in Otter Creek, Florida.
Oh God, I'm going to throw up.
Breaking news with Kermit the Frog here, reporting about Lynette, who the bucket shitter.
Oh, let me try Kermit the Frog. Well, wait a minute. Hello there. No, that's Miss. No, I'm going to give up while I'm ahead. I mean, it's like in space, they cannot hear you scream, but it depends. If you put the canoe on and listen to Lynette.
I am not going to I am the Wicked Witch of the East.
Sorry, bad habit.
Jesse the Body here, covering the federal court case between Jeremy Hales and Lynette Michelle Lacey Alexis Preston.
And the rest of the other names you forgot.
Right.
That's another point. It's come to my attention, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Oh,
objection. Sustained. Wait a minute. Breaking noise coming to you from right now we're above Highway 19 and we are seeing a woman pushing it, by the looks of it, a remote controlled wheelchair. No, it's not. It's a pushchair. 1 second, we're just going to, oh, yep. It's definitely, it's a woman. No, but what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. Fuck it. Pardon my friend. No.
You just reminded me of Good Morning Vietnam doing the helicopter.
Yeah. Good. It's like, then hang me, get a piece of rope and take me outside and hang me. No, and it, yeah.
Sounds like two cops in Brooklyn saying, I don't know, she looks pretty good to me. What about you?
Yeah, but wait a minute. What? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're hovering right about 200 meters above the highway 19 where we're seeing you. Oh my dear God, a whole full blown a bull just being hit by a truck. Oh my God.
Okay, you know what I need, because Lynette has her chickens. I need just a sound for the soundboard, just like a 3-minute long thing of just chickens in the background. So whenever we talk about her, I can just press that. And then I also need well, I can't do a toilet flush. She doesn't have a toilet. Maybe it's a thud.
Oh shit. God. Everything I wanted to say about this whole situation is just when he got up and ran out, he went, I quit, and fucking left. It was like my brain just opened and went, right, we quit. No, but I mean, yeah, we're laughing about it and making jokes about it because that's the only way you can get through all this crap. Oh God, I'm in tears right now. Crap. But if it's, can you just imagine waking up? Oh God. So got a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now let me just get back into the world of reality. That was fun. A lot of people are saying that, you know, a lot of people are attacking you one way or the other, and I think
They love me.
yeah, I think jealousy is the biggest issue. I think the fact that you have bigger shoulders and wider shoulders, and you know, and I'm not saying it to kiss your backside, because obviously I don't know if you wiped after you went to the toilet, but anyway, by and by, people need to stop hating. Everyone needs to stop hating. If you don't agree, fine, but you need to stop hating on people. And if you
If only
see,
they had as much fun as us.
no, they'll never get to the level of the fun that we have.
Residents of Otter Creek, Florida, we have a woman walking around Highway 19. Seems to be pushing a baby stroller. Right now it is impeding traffic. Sheriff has been called.
Mad English, more like flying circus around here. Fucking you, mate. Eric, you got it. You hit the nail on the head, mate. Because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, Ewoks and Wookiees, and the jury, of course. All right, you have to have a laugh. You have to have a little bit of fun, because regardless if you don't agree or you agree, this whole situation, right, when it goes to court in a federal court, will be set. It'll be put to bed, and we all know what's going to happen. And lose or win, we know what's going to happen. Bruce Forsky, Matskin, is going to end up
to Marla Hughes testifying.
Oh, she is in so much trouble. And Sharon Austin, or Sarah Wolf Austin. She's
oh my God, that'll be great. I really hope we can get this put on, like, get the court to live stream this. I don't know. Federal court's a little bit funny about that. And they will let you like dial in, but just to hear Shart when they're like, okay, and what do you do for a living? And she's like, I'm a forensic journalist.
I mean, like, okay, look, I don't want to put the woman down because I don't know what, yeah. Anyway, no, she, like, when I first got to see, when I started delving into this story, and then her name was popping up like a whack-a-mole game, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of research on this lady, and I wish I hadn't, because it took me 3 days to actually become back into the world of reality, and she it states that she's a fictional writer. I've seen posts of hers that I've seen a child type wetter.
Miss Preston, for the court, could you please describe the type of bucket that you shit in?
Well, it's about, why did you? I plead the fifth.
You should be doing Gollum's voice for her.
Smeagol, what should we say? We want so precious. We pleads the fifth. Smeagol, stop touching me.
Sorry.
My precious is potty trained.
No, you need a
Smeagol, we want so precious. Oh, yes, sweetheart. Oh, precious. Oh, precious shit bucket. Oh, it's red. It's red. We want so precious.
We're still waiting for Shara's her article to be published. We're going on 8 months now.
I mean, she the one thing I've noticed with her, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but she seems to hide her posts very well, actually. But the thing is, there are people out there who are like fucking great red bloodhounds, and they seem to find these bloody things. And Sharon or Sarah, whatever name she wants to pick on a day, she likes to make videos with anyone who's got basic understanding of video editing. She's really messed up, and she's putting these videos out there about stuff that was happening during the period where Jeremy was having issues with the water bill. You know, when he had that. And the thing is, him saying his 2-inch pipe, That's the pipe in the ground that he's paid personally for to put in the ground, right? It's got no, there's no innuendos. If you think there's an innuendo, yeah, exactly, right? It's I mean, Christ, if you had a 2-inch pipe, my God, she would cry. No, but she was putting these videos out, and then you got that Collins character that I called him Humpty Dumpty. It's all these people thrive on negativity and they don't get the facts right, and then they start looking like idiots.
Mr. Cook, can you please explain for the court what you do on a daily basis?
I picked the wrong week to put on furniture.
Yeah, I sort of full out my RV, my caravan, yeah, and then I got my 36 snob pistol poking into me.
You're gonna get a nail in your eye.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh my God, getting it. Yeah, oh yeah, I already had that in my buttocks, so that's why I had to go to the hospital and then have my leg bandaged all the way up to my groin. Yeah, and then I got my off-road 4x4 simmer frame.
See,
and
she could capitalize on this. She's got Tubetown across the street. She could put up a big sign that says "Shit Bucket Ranch."
I mean, technically, right? The T-shirts them two could make and sell. They'd be millionaires by now. He was wrapped. He was bandaged up to his groin. I replace your reality and replace it with my own bandages. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean,
I love how they still are arguing. Well, John wasn't on Jeremy's property when you can clearly see it in the rearview mirror. He is on his property.
Yeah.
Like waiting for him, and even says we're gonna wait for him. It's like, oh my God, like how many? I see all these videos every single day. It's like, stop live streaming. You breaking the law.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, here's the best way to avoid incriminating yourself. When the one picks up one's cell phone or mobile phone or handy in Germany, and you start screening or streaming live, try not to be on the property of the other person you're trying to threaten and intimidate, because it will come back to bite you in the ass. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, me gosh. But the scariest part is, this is what I'm a bit confused about. This is the only thing. I watched Tubetown a while back. I was watching it, and I like the guy. I think the guy's hilarious, and what he's doing is fantastic. And there was the video where you saw John Cook walk up and turn a stereo on, and it was, I mean, like
the dumbest form of harassment ever.
I mean, he was richly giving Travis entertainment while he was cleaning that place up. I mean, I was like,
oh, and so Stupid Dave got really mad at this because remember they were playing the local like religious channel, like with the Baptist church. They have their own channel, and they were turning that on for all the gospel music. Well, I was emailing into the station asking for prayer requests for a young woman named Carly that she could be reunited with her biological family.
Oh, God.
And it's like, you guys are doing this. I wish I would have had someone outside of the courthouse this week, because just covering it from outside, not inside, because I would have sent John Cook a pizza for sitting there as he vaped.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Pardon my French. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll eat some soap later.
That's as close to swatting as I will get. I will send pizzas.
I actually saw that video when he put it up, and when he showed them park up, like, get out, and then I saw smoke come out of the car. I thought the bloody thing was on fire. I really thought at one stage that car was on fire, and then I saw smoke, and then it stopped. Then I saw more smoke come out, and then it stopped. And I went, "He's vaping in that." And then obviously Jeremy mentioned it as well. So you've got a young kid in there who she doesn't want anyone to be around. She even states that she doesn't want John around, that girl. because of the way he behaves and everything else. And she leaves her in the car with him.
Lots of times John played music, then gospel. Now he weed eats, thinking he's disrupting two-town video and guests. That's the joke. Like, now we have him actually cleaning up the property.
Yeah. Well done, John. Well done, mate. Well done. I mean, it's like when he got out of jail, I bet you any money he thought, oh yeah, freedom. I'm gonna get back there and I can chill out. And then he got some 5'0" bugging woman who says that she's physically disabled, but she can pick up stuff with one arm while she's talking to Shara or Marla on the phone. And then the first thing she says to him is,
Where you been? It's been a month. Where have you been? I'm going to plead the fifth with you in a minute.
yeah, I mean, come on. Let's be serious on this one.
What kind of... Imagine if you were in jail and you got John as your cellmate. What kind of things do you think he was asking?
Ever seen a grown man naked?
I first of all, I would probably cry a lot having him as a cellmate. Then I'd probably advise him to sit in the corner and not just sit in the corner. But if I found out about the fleas and the lice and everything else, oh, that's making me scratch now. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, no.
Imagine living in that. Ugh.
No. Who I feel sorry for is Lloyd, because the thing is, the way they threw Lloyd under the bus and the two minor people throwing Lloyd under the bus and making accusations and everything else. This guy is 70. Right. Let me make something absolutely clear to you people, if you're listening. All right. Disregard. Let's just put everything to one side. Yeah. He's got no hip injury. He's not a veteran. All right. He's just a normal person. He's 78 freaking years old. 78. I've seen the text messages. I've heard what was said to him, even while he was just out of the operation, and what you said to him. 78 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine your grandfather or, someone in your family who's 78 being treated the way he was treated. Now let's combine being a veteran and being, wanting that stuff off that property, and he was afraid. For a 78-year-old veteran to be afraid of his own life, to go anywhere near there, that speaks volumes.
Oh, yeah.
That speaks freaking volumes.
And that's... John just brought him onto the property so he could have a drinking buddy and, get someone to pay for their bills. That's all it was.
I think it was just the money part. I think it was because he had money. I mean, they used his card, for crying out loud.
Oh, yeah. That's another issue of fraud right there. The people using his card.
I mean, even Landon mentioned something about that Lynette had his card and they pay electric bills. But here comes a question. Now, I don't know if it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But that card would be updated each month. Is that correct, or every couple of weeks? Financially,
I know at least once a month.
Right. So he's been on there a few months. Okay. So technically, he's richly paying for their bills, the electric, and everything else. Right, and the fuel for the car and everything. Now we don't know exactly what was said. We just know from text messages and everything that's being shown. But here's the scary part. We don't know what happened from the time he got there to the time it came to the surface. We don't know how much money he was thrust off. We don't know how much money he's thrown into there, or she needs to pay this, she needs to get this, she needs to get that. What about the money that was in his camper, in his RV, on the table? He says that he had $300 on the table. Where did that money go? What about the goats? And then she wants to blame him for those kids drinking the alcohol. You're going to tell an 18-year-old, oh, you can't touch the alcohol when the person who it belongs to is in the hospital? Their mentality is this: oh, let's drink it When he gets back, we'll just replace it, or we'll just say we'll replace it and then not do it or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
they
got
are.
people telling me to check Discord. So it's slowly. I don't keep my Discord open on my computer, so it's downloading an update. So it'll take me a minute.
Yeah, and to Paula Alexander Dotter, yes, the veteran helplines in the UK are usually charity lines, but there are some that are British Armed Forces as well. You got SAFA, and if you also got the British Royal Legion. Yes, they're charities, but you do have direct contact, so you can actually go through the system to get support and help. And that's a problem, because there's a lot of charities here in the UK. Like you've got SAFA, you've got another one called, oh god, what's it called again? The mentor. Hang on a minute. It's called. I know it's called Combat Stress, but it's named something else. Oh, yes, sorry, it is called Combat Stress. And anyone in the services or any ex forces or serving forces, they can. They do have a helpline. It is 24/7 helpline, and they can call them. So there's a lot of numbers that can be called over here. Well, here in the UK, anyway.
It's still opening up. Yeah, Eric says I'm a bad Discord user. Absolutely, I am. I've got way too much social media. If people want me in Discord, and you know this, Spawn Trooper. If you want me in Discord, you got to say, "Hey, come over into Discord. I sent you something."
Wait, who, me, or wait, what? What am I getting pulled into now? Oh, just to respond to Paula, yes, the NHS has got one, but the thing is, it's the best thing is to actually for guys and girls who've left and they're suffering from mental health issues, or they're suffering from any type of mental health issues or PTSD or anything, is to talk to someone who served as well. So, and a lot of these, like Combat Stress, a lot of them are former members of the armed forces.
I gotta show this.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold on. Let me rewind it.
This is
Slug TV, and I approve of Veteran Nations live stream. Like, subscribe and share this video, and leave a comment for the algorithm. This is Slug TV.
I appreciate the endorsement, Slug. Thank you so much.
Cheers, KH. Appreciate that, Slug. Right. Yeah, well done.
Please, can you please send me a Discord invite? I don't have a Discord. Eric has a Discord. I'm trying to think. Who is it? DJ Radis has a Discord. I do not have one. I need more social media. Like I need a hole in my head.
Yeah.
Spawn Trooper, do you think Abraham Lincoln ever said, "Yeah, I need to go to the theater. Like I need a hole in my head"?
I think he probably did. Oh shit! I just ran into that with both arms open, didn't I? Yeah, Cheers, buddy. Fucking, that's it. I'm not sending you any more crayons.
That's okay. I can afford my own.
Yeah.
My one friend wanted me to wear my uniform for Halloween, my Marine Corps uniform, and she wanted to go dressed as a crayon. I'm like, but we're not a couple. And she's like, it just would be funny. I'm like, and everyone's going to think we're a couple.
Yeah. Oh, mate, do you know what? I was doing some research for someone yesterday about pension schemes, army pension schemes. Oh, yeah.
How was it?
It was basically, you've got 3 different types of schemes, right? And basically, these all check different types of schemes. So, I mean, you got 75, 2005, and 2015. And you got regular and then reserve. And it was a freaking headache. But if you say, for example, National Guard, like your guys over National Guard over here in the reserve, Army Reserves, you're basically anything like 2015 upwards, anything you're entitled to. If you come out, say, for example, you've been in long, right, and you get retired at 55, you can then contact the Army Personnel Center and say, hey, I would like to get a payment from my pension. They will then check it and find out how many complete days you've done, how many bounties you've done. And under the 2015, you can get 25% of that pension, and then you'll get paid out monthly after that. So for anyone who is British and was in the reserve forces and you've retired after your 55th year, yeah, go on to the pension and compensations for veterans and contact APC.
I do have to apologize to DJ Radis that I was not able to be on his stream last night. I wanted to, but yeah, with the when we went down to go see, because we went in the afternoon to go see Beetlejuice, and it was all sold out. So then we had to wait about an hour and a half for the movie to start, and I didn't realize it was a 2.5 hour movie. So it ended up being most of my day that tied me up. But we were considering going to Tiffany and Taylor Dane were playing a concert at the casino right next door, and we were considering going. Remember Tiffany and Taylor Dane? They were two like women who were big in the 80s, like rock stars.
Oh, let me have a look. Tiffany
did the remake of the song I Think We're Alone Now.
What's her name again? What's the other one's name?
Taylor Dane. Here, I'll pull her picture up. Yeah, here's Taylor Dane.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why does the one with the red hair look like one of the twins?
Which one are you talking about, Tiffany?
I think
I've
so.
got
Yeah.
Taylor Dane up on the screen right now. Tiffany doesn't even look like herself anymore.
That's what plastic surgery does to you.
I hate it when. Will any of these pop up? Come on.
Anyway, where is she?
I don't want
Paula.
to visit your stupid site. Oh, no wonder why I'm not in images. That was why.
Ah, there she is. Paula Alexander. That information about reserve pensions, does that help? Pass it along if you can. Give my headpiece. Fucking hell. I think we should send a t-shirt with that on it to Lynette and John Cook.
Yeah, that was her during her mall days. Mall rock.
How old is she now?
Oh, she's got to be in her 50s. Easy.
Wow, she looks like that, and then she's in her 50s. Wow.
Yeah, she doesn't even look like her anymore. Yeah, this was her back in the day.
Oh, I remember her. Now I remember her. Yeah, there you go.
And then,
It's like,
yeah.
like Bananarama.
Taylor Dane has had some work done, but like still kind of looks like herself, in my opinion.
Wait, did she sing I Think We're Alone Now?
Yes.
I know her. I remember now.
And somewhere I've got a meme where someone photoshopped Sylvester Stallone's face over her face and said, like, change the wording to I think I'm Stallone now. Yeah, she's had work done too, but still kind of looks like herself.
I've got a question for Paula Alexander. Paula Alexander, can you remember the charity for families who've lost their partner? It's for kids. I can't remember. It's there's a charity over here for veterans, you know, like if they've lost their partner, and it specifically helps out, you know, the widows and the children. Do you have one like that over there?
So I do know there's a thing for the widows and children of fallen military and law enforcement. I do know that.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to remember one over here because there's one specifically for. I mean, we've got like we got SAFA, we've got the British Legion, you know, we've got combat stress, we got, even the government, the army's got one set up as well. So NHS, like Paula was saying, but there's one specifically for kids. I can't remember the bloody thing. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh God, what is it? Nope, can't remember. But anyway, we're going to go back to the fun topic. What was it?
Oh,
Do you know what? Yeah, you know what I find really interesting? Here it's Fallen Hero for that. Right. You know what I find? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That shit's going to give me nightmares. You know that, don't you?
oh my God. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, that is so hilarious.
That's just. Oh my God! So now every time I watch a film with Stallone in it, the first thing I'm going to see is red long hair down. Oh no! Oh, that's just insane. I forgot what I was going to say now. Do you know what I find quite interesting about this whole situation?
The what?
This whole situation with the net and everything. You know what I find very interesting? That's not making any sense whatsoever.
What is that?
You've got Bruce going around flapping his gums like if it was a new hobby, right? By the way, a lot of ladies of the nights could learn a lot off him. And then you got the legal team from What the Hells. It's like day and night.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that legal paperwork you showed the other night, right? And also him writing something out about copyright and everything else, and then he left out Section 4. Why am I worried about the next picture you're going to show?
Because I am going to give you a hard time here.
I know you. British people will be having. Oh my God!
I've had brilliant.
Tell it no. They forgot one thing. Put it back up. Put it back up. Put it back up.
Oh,
Put it back.
okay, hold on.
Put it back up. I'm gonna put a voice to it now, but I'm gonna change it slightly. We're like saying, yes, splendid. Tell it her. Oh, indeed. Oh my dear, scrumptious. Carry on. Oh, matron, good heavens! I'm arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, the next train to arrive will be the Dundee to Portsmouth at 16:52. God save the king. There you go.
Someone please clip that for use on my soundboard.
Oh shit. Oh shit. But going back to what I was saying on the serious note, what I do find quite interesting is that the fact that I'm dead as a romance author. I'm dying here. The fact that Bruce, every time he's being challenged on something, he will not say it. And if he does post anything, it's obnoxious and it's rude. He can't have a conversation where he's being challenged on something. He just can't. And yes, I have have proof.
As a litigator, who's supposed to be able to, just be able to argue. Like, you can't take another argument, really?
I mean, I thought that was his job, to be able to have the training or have the knowledge of actually having an argument where he can be unbiased and he can be, constructive while he's doing it, but he can't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can prove right now that he insults people, he belittles people, and that's not just men, that's women as well. He's rude, unprofessional. And people are mentioning those two I wouldn't even give them the credit of calling them Godzilla and King Kong, because at the end of the day, it's But he seems to sit on their stream quite a lot. So he's either found two minions who will do well. Bruce, not as much. I think John will probably be seeing the inside of a jail soon again.
Yeah,
Bruce?
yeah. They get mad about it, but it's gonna happen.
All I know is that, from what I've heard, is that Wes and his daughter and he's have got COVID, or they got some sort of illness and they're ill.
Do you think I could get this to fit onto a bucket? Hold on.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. Hell, I'll even fly over and tailor it for you. Wait, hang on a second. People have that on their. That is disgusting. Can you imagine having the trots? Can you imagine running in and having the trots and you like doing walk to the bathroom and going, oh.
People have put those on.
Oh my God. Just having the trots and then sitting down and then having the backfire. Oh my God. That's disgusting. That is wrong in many ways. Mom, what? Can you bring a new seat cover for the toilet? Why?
This is just funny.
The colours changed from pink to red. Or what's that? Mum to
Get it wrong. It's a cactus.
Mum's toy. How the hell would he know that poor kid? Oh crap. Can you imagine that poor soul goes to school? Right, children, today we're going to learn about words and pictures. Here's a picture of a tree, a Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. Mum's toy. Here's another one. Dad's toy. Oh, good God. Oh, shit. That's disgusting. Oh, but funny. Tamara. Here's a question, though. You've got Scott Stark. Here's my question. You've got Stark and you've got Martin. Yeah, Sean Martin and Stark, right? Those two two together couldn't fight. They couldn't even switch a light switch on, let alone figure out what a bulb is. Bruce is a very forceful person, right? The way he comes across. Okay. So here's the thing. If he is getting middled into this, right, that means those two other lawyers are spineless. They're scared of him. Right? Because those two, I mean, come on, there's something wrong with that whole picture. Something's not making sense with this Scott Stark and Sean Martin. There's two lawyers there. But then again, looking at Stark's Facebook page and the responses of some of the people, oh my God. Maybe it's a good thing that Bruce jumps in. I can just imagine the judge going, "Who are you? Oh, I'm Attorney Stark. Yeah, you can get the fuck out. Oh, pardon me. You can get out of my court right now. I've seen your Facebook page. Who are you? Sean Martin. All right, young one, you sit down and keep shut. Who are you? I'm Deuce Foreskin. Oh, I've heard about you. Me and you approach the bench."
Oh,
I have never laughed so much in my life. I thought we were going to be serious today and talk about it. I bet you Eric, Max, and AVA is sitting there going, "When I was in boot training, it was hell, but this is even worse." Oh my God, what's this? Yep, absolutely. Yep.
that's about right.
Yeah,
That's about right.
Yep, that's 100% on the head, because apparently that's exactly what I do when I hydrate, according to an anonymous post.
One of my fastest, PFT times where, Marines, we have to run 3 miles. I did, while without stopping, just turned my head to the side and just kind of projectile vomited the alcohol from the night before.
Been there, done that, mate. I mean, at one point,
Yeah, just let it go, and it's like, okay, I can finish up this run now.
yeah, I can remember.
No more cramps.
Yeah, I can remember that. Like they were right doing a PFT. Wait, what? We're doing a PFT. Oh, all right then. We went up to the land. There was a Land Rover parked at 1.5 miles away, right? And we ran up, ran back, and I was already feeling like crap. And they went, right, in your own time, carry on. And like a gazelle, off I went. Got to the Land Rover, and I went, yeah, there's something wrong going on here. Went around land halfway down. Next thing I'm like going, ah! I sounded like a foghorn for the, you know, one of those submarines, like, dive. But for me, it was like projectile vomit. And one of the instructors said, he said, when we were driving back, all we could see was spots where someone threw up. And I went, yeah, that was me.
Hold on here, DJ Radis. It's hooking us up again. Hold on.
Tamara, you're more than welcome. That's how you pronounce your name. That's the way you said it. That's the way it's spelled. See, can't spell for crap. But play it again, but turn it up.
Can you hear it?
No, barely.
Yeah, it's. Oh, hold on. Let me.
My milkshake brings Milltown's clown to my yard. He's like, damn son, free chocolate young.
Oh, bloody hell. Hey, Rattus, I bet you better not send in the one about with me in it, because that one is hilarious. Rattus, if you got it, send it to Mike. That's funny. But I want to ask you a serious question on Slug.
Sure.
With him dragging your charity into the dirt and him suddenly backpedaling because he saw what was coming, and he made certain comments that night when he said, oh, I don't have the means, or I don't have this and don't have that. So what's the difference of him dragging what the hell's through the dirt and dragging you through the dirt? Because let's be honest, it doesn't take a penny to sue someone or take them to court for what they've said.
There's absolutely no difference. Me and Jeremy both have legal entities that engage in commercial purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do things to try to ruin someone's good name unjustly, you can be held liable.
Because if I can remember correctly, I've got it written here somewhere. Please hold your cause important to me. Let's see if I can find it. It's where are we? I'm sure I've got it somewhere here. Just you carry on and let me find. I'll find a picture and then I'll get back to you as soon as I find it.
This is a good question.
Go on then.
The answer is they do. They do. When they just go on to podcasts to do it.
How do lawyers not cry when arguing? Oh yeah. God, I'm trying to find this bloody picture. Right, I'll keep that one open, so that one can stay open because I'll keep that one. Okay. Because there's a couple of things that I need to point out, which hopefully I can find it. So in regards of copyright law. So you carry on chatting. When I find it, I'll scream or I'll.
I have to remember not to troll my friends. A friend of mine posted his marathon time, and I just want to respond with, "So you didn't win."
That's just wrong. That's fucking wrong. Where would I put it? Would it be in here? I've looked in here. Because I know that. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Why don't I just do that? All right. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Where are we? No, it's not that one. Do you know what? I should prep for myself. I should have prepped myself before this. Permission to do that. I had it. So, what? So
Here we go.
oh,
Spawn, please tell me you're looking at this.
The real. Hey God, it's me again. Yeah, yeah. It's like
That's the truth. Been there.
What's the thing called? It's the thing when you what's it called? It's the new communication tool. That's what we used to call it. You said like when you're throwing up, you're screaming down there because it's a communication tool, so to speak. I'm just trying to find a certain. Here we go.
So I'm gonna answer your question here, Roy. If you are licensed to practice anywhere in the U.S., all you have to do is petition a court in another state to allow you. Now, it's up to that judge, but most times the judge is just going to be like, okay, unless if there's some major question. But yeah, if you're licensed in one state, that's really all you need to do. Sometimes they might make you watch a video or just know, about individual state procedure, but I know a lot of people were making a big deal about him not being licensed in Florida. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but the thing is, he won't be able to do much in this court case. That's for sure. Oh, and there's a couple of remind me that there's something else I want to point out to you as well. Because this is the funny part, right? Is that Slug was going on about fair use and copyrights, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the thing is, there's a difference between using stuff for fair use and then attacking someone, right? So you can, in fair use, you can criticize. Right,
yes.
so you can criticize, you can use it for educational purposes and everything else, but the thing is, you can't change the narrative of the fair use. So if you criticize someone, you criticize them on,
you can criticize that work. You can be a critic. You can absolutely do it. But when you start becoming malicious in that criticism, that becomes a problem. And that's why everyone was focusing when they were posting all that stuff about me. And people were like, get it taken down. I was like, no. I'm going to let them keep digging this hole, because they thought I was taking everything from a copyright and defamation point of view. And no, I was not. And I was just letting them dig their hole.
Because I find it quite interesting, because like after he was saying about copyright and everything else, I was like, oh, okay. But then something else popped up, and it was about the conversation that we had earlier on in your stream today about the behavior of Bruce Matskin. There's a couple of things I want to point out. Now, I don't know if anyone has heard about the ABA model rules of professional conduct.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Something I want to properly point out to you. Right. So I'm just going to read this one bit out to you, if that's okay. So you think you're such you're a clever lawyer. Here's a hint. Why? Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to read it out. Right. Rule 1. Point 1. Rule 8.4 of the ABA Model Rules of Professional Conduct. He's broken that. 2. Example. A Tennessee lawyer was suspended for 4 years for comments he made on Facebook. This is fact. This is public knowledge. I found this on the interwebs. 3. Rule 1.1 of the ABA Model Rules of Professional Conduct, AAIA, as digital digging becomes the norm if it becomes harder for an attorney to say he or she has met the standards of competence when the attorney has ignored social media avenues. This rings a bell, Bruce. False friending. Not surprisingly, lawyers have found themselves in ethical hot water for engaging in such false friending. So yeah, let's look at the 2 twins of hell, and let's look at Slug, everything else, all these people. While no lawyer wants to discover embarrassing photos or comments on a client's Facebook page that might undermine the case. Rule 3.4 prohibits an attorney from unlawfully altering or destroying evidence or assisting others in doing so. Why did Shard get rid of her account the other day and then it suddenly reappeared with stuff missing? Right. Clearly, a lawyer's ethical duty is to preserve electronic stored information encompasses content from social network sites. Okay. Now, I can prove categorically that our friend, Mr. Bruce, okay, deleted comments on Facebook. He has made comments on Facebook. Where do you bring all these rules in? So basically, there's one rule for him and a different rule for everybody else who are lawyers.
So I just want all the audience to know. I had a message from a mod ask me if they should block any of the haters. No, the haters can be here. And they can post their side. I don't care about that. The only people I've ever blocked from this channel are people who have openly attacked me. And if anyone, I don't care who it is, if they start attacking anyone in the chat, then you can block people. That's my rule. Don't personally attack people. Like, you can criticize people, but when you start taking it to levels beyond that, that's when we block people. So like Bruce started harassing me, he's now blocked from the channel. Slug has attacked me, he's blocked from the channel.
Which is your right. But going back to this situation that like if you want to criticize me, right, criticize me. If you want to turn around to me and say, oh, you're full of BS and all that, you don't know what you're talking about, then what I'll do is I will, if need be, I will get a website. I will make a website. I will put every single screenshot, every single video, and every single post that I have got. I will put it on that website, and then you can go and look. And I bet you any money when you're finished looking, you're going to probably need counseling. You're probably going to need a holiday. You're definitely going to need to talk to someone because the thing is, I don't just put things up for the sake of it. I look for truth and facts. There's not, what the hell's is not innocent. No one's innocent in this, right? Everyone has got their own faults because we're all humans. But when you've got someone who states they are representing the law, they are a lawyer, they are there to represent an individual, then that person needs to stay out of all the BS. He needs to stay unbiased, and he needs to protect his client from digging a hole, and he hasn't done that.
Mm-hmm.
So and then the fact that the hate campaign involving it was quite strange that one day you're sitting here, he's on your show or on your stream, you have and the thing is you invited him, he came on, he told you to shush, which pissed me off, but that's by and by. And he was trying to convince you, but unfortunately for him, you knew that he was trying to put you in a corner, which, he failed. And the minute that happened, you became a moving target, a 12-figure target at the end of the range. You know,
And that's, I don't mind being a target. Like nothing any of those guys did, like personally bothered me. But when they started doing things about people that I care about, that's when I was like, okay, this will get addressed. And it will. Again, I'm patient. I don't have to do everything right now. I know everyone wanted me to do bar complaints and, take down notices.
Mhm.
I did some stuff. I did enough to make them know that I am watching and noting everything.
And there's something else here that I found, which a lot of people forgot to mention. Copyright disclaimer. The thing is, when you put information out, you are supposed to put up a copyright disclaimer, right? Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use the fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. That's for over here in the UK. So over there, I think there's a different law, but here it states such as criticism, attacking someone, making personal attacks, making indirect threats, making false accusations. The minute you start doing that, you lost that right.
And you know what? I want to look something up.
Oh, I made a little. It's good. I'll bet you any money that little light went bing.
No, I just want to show, just so people know how much we know.
Oh.
And how much attention we paid.
Oh. Are you going to show the pictures?
I'll show some pictures, but
Dum.
Hold on, I just gotta scroll through a lot of junk.
Right, while you're doing that, let me do this. Thank you for holding. Your call is important. At the present time, you are caller 4. We will get to you as soon as we can.
Oh, I do want to talk about one thing. The underwear bandit. She looks bad.
I mean, like, can I have a disclaimer? Can I do, because I don't want the wife to walk up behind me and use a carving knife. Yeah. The only problem is anyone like that with alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, by the way. For the record, now you know. I used to, but that's many years ago. Yeah, and I think that she was having a party when she did that video. I think she was being taught or was teaching unarmed combat to keep it nice and clean. Same here. No respect for Emma. Yeah. What you mean, Humpty Dumpty? Yeah. I call him Jabba the Hutt, even though he gives Jabba the Hutt a bad name. What is it, Teresa? The thing is, what you have to take into consideration, right? All these people here, right now, the ones that you've named, all right, they're on a cocktail, right? They're very small YouTubers. They don't get the attention. Now they've got the attention, but the attention they've got is not the good attention. Thomas Collins, for example, same thing, right? All the attention they get is negative. And once all this goes away, right, they won't have any material. They won't have anything to discuss. Well, constructive anyway. Unless, like Slug, he goes back to his gaming, which he's probably crap at. But anyway, but there's the thing is, there's a difference between, I'm a streamer, I'm a YouTuber, this is what I do. Like 98% of the YouTubers do. Or you're part of that 2% who just, let's jump onto this story, like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard stuff. How many people jumped on that? It was like,
right?
Yeah. So go on. Go for it, mate.
Oh no, I'm just listening to you
Oh,
as
right,
I look
okay,
through this
right.
stuff.
And-
Like I was just saying, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like I don't stream on YouTube. I don't do anything on YouTube, but I've gained 3 followers. Support. What you call them? Subscribers. Yeah, there you go. Subscribers. And I if I stream, I put videos up, because I'm a gamer. I like playing games. For me to decompress, I play games. For me to relax. I'm not a negative person. I like humor. I like being happy. I like having nice, positive people around me. And I'm the type of person is that, like, if you come off, if you give me crap, then you're going to get both barrels, one way or the other, right? As far as I'm concerned, the best part of you ran down your mum's leg when she farted, but that's by and by. But to actually see people who have had an account for 15 years and they're that low, or you got people who've only got like two, not even, they're that small, but they're sitting there acting like if they have like got that they're better than Mr. Beast. And that guy, I mean, come on. What's going to happen when all this goes to bed, when all this gets settled and done with? Oh, are you stalking me, Jen? Tell me the truth. Are you a nice stalker, or are you one of these people who likes to sit on a couch and listen to me from a TV? Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's a bit weird. Even I got a bit weirded off that one. No. Yeah, but like I said, where did Biscuit Boy? Who did? Everyone keeps saying Biscuit. Who the fuck is Biscuit Boy?
Sorry, I'm just looking. I'm looking for a comment by Paul.
Oh, you mean oh, look at me! I stole someone else's dog's picture.
Yep.
The wannabe, like, oh, I gave Lynette 3,000. What are you going to do about it? That small change. I've got bottomless pockets. Oh, right, okay. Is that why you stole a picture from a complete different police department, made it as your own icon, and then turns out that you're an absolute liar? I found everything about you, Paul. Oh, sorry, no, Paul. Let's call him Paul. Yeah. You are a disgrace to the badge and to the uniform. Simple.
So here, this isn't Paul. This isn't the one I was looking for, but it's one of them. And here, I just want to point out, this is Marla and John Cook, and I'm wondering if YouTube demonetized some of them due to his attacks on individuals. So it's not the one I was looking for, but I do have one of Paul saying that that's their goal, is to get his channel demonetized and taken down. I'm looking for it, but that shows like they've been doing this in concert, and we're talking about, like, people can criticize, they can do stuff, but yeah, trying to stop them from making money off of YouTube, like right there is an example, as we were talking about with the stuff yesterday from the court cases. Like, Jeremy can prove that's what they were doing.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we've done our due diligence in regards of doing research and everything else, what we've got. And that's staying private because obviously, we've got integrity. But if you look at the research teams and what the legal team of Jeremy Hells has done, they know exactly. They probably even know what underwear I'm wearing right now. But the fact of the matter is, the same people, the same group of people, right? If you look at the picture, you've got Marla, you've got Sarah, you've got Paul, you've got what's her name again? Kimberly, who's gone quiet. You've got the erotic writer Robin Hanson, who's gone quiet. A lot of these people have gone quiet since they were outed for who and what they are. I mean, one of them, he was. I'm not going to go into it. 30 years in the police force. You'd think, you'd try to represent your colors and your badge like any other serviceman or soldier or police officer or firefighter. They're proud of their service. You wouldn't go onto a hate campaign or onto a fake Facebook page and then start doing a hate campaign, and then get caught out by it, and then get your ass slapped by someone like me or someone like Mike or someone like someone else. Yes, Eric, I'm wearing underwear. I told you last night. Anyway, but the fact of the matter is, there's a certain select group of people, right, who are that core group, who are fully responsible for what everything's going on. And then obviously, their Lord and Savior Bruce Almighty, right, must have watched the two films, and then suddenly he's on the scene, and then all hell breaks loose. So there is a pattern, and that's the pattern that people need to see to understand exactly what's going on. If you can distinguish the BS and the lies and the deflection, and you can see what's going on, and you can see the pattern, then you will be on the right road. And that's what you need to do. And that's what we've done. That's why Paul doesn't flap his gums as much as he did in the past.
Yep.
Oh God, I'm so tempted. So tempted.
And it's just taking me a while because I have so many screenshots from way back in the day when this stuff happened. And we just took screenshots because it was hilarious.
And just for the record, for people who don't understand, when you take a screenshot on your computer, right, it will give you a date, time, and everything else. If you edit or try to change that picture, a specialist or an expert on forensic photography will know that you've changed that screenshot. So every time you take a screenshot and it's used in court, right, they will check that. They will send it to a forensic photography forensic expert, and he will tell you if anything's changed. It's the same thing that happened in Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp case, right? And it was proven that the information was changed. What they'd done, they used a filter on it, and he was able to prove that. Now, every screenshot and everything that's taken from all what's going on here, all they have to do is employ or get someone to do that. And every screenshot that's been taken about all this, the one that Mike just showed, right, if it's been changed, it will say it, because it will say copy of. Yeah. So next time you've got a picture and you take a screenshot, right click it, go to properties, right, and then you'll see all the information. For those who don't know. Okay. There you go.
There's so much stuff.
There's thousands and thousands and thousands of. I sound like Jeremy then for a second. There's thousands of screenshots, and it's.
Oh my God, the emails.
Hey, has Jeremy finished all the emails yet, or is he still going on about that?
He still has them. He still has them. He hasn't gone through all of them yet. I'm sure he will, but with a lot of those, I think what he's doing is waiting for the stuff with Russ to be done.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. He got subpoenaed for what? What was it?
You talking about Russ?
Rust Sauce, yeah.
It's an ethics complaint that he's facing, and it'll determine if he can hold office again.
Oh, they can still throw the book at him even though he's no longer the mayor for Otter Creek?
I mean, throw the book, technically. It just means he won't be able to run for office or hold office for X number of years.
Oh, you just reminded me of something. You know that video where they were at the town hall and George called up the police because they're not supposed to be there, and then Lynette stated that she was supposed to be being put onto the council, and John was going to get a job, and it turned out to be a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That could drop them even in more trouble, couldn't it?
I mean, it can be used against her. Absolutely.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you know, I'm glad I don't live in America now. Jesus, I'd fart and I'd get sued.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, Mike. I've got to say it, mate. I still think it's the water. I'm sorry, but I have to. It has to be in the water, dude. It has to be. I think they need to check the water. I mean, you know, I haven't checked if there's any response. I mean, check. We'll check. But oh boy, I thought the. Do you know what? I think we should. Do you know what we should do? Is contact the lawyers who worked with Johnny Depp. Get that woman. Oh God, she. Now, can you imagine her in a Judge Dredd costume? I am the law.
Right?
Can you imagine her going up against fucking Ducey? Deuce would walk in, you just hear this. I quit, and then walk back out.
This is not the one I was looking for, but this is another one. And here, let me zoom in so you can all see. Right here, what are they saying to do? Now, this is Lynette's group. She left this up. You can report and get it removed. So again, they've already acknowledged in the court case that Jeremy uses his channel to make money. They're trying to get his channel taken down, videos removed.
When was the date of this?
This is July of last year.
Oh shit!
So that's, again, we were watching. Several of us were watching. We were paying attention. I'm looking to see.
So that means that Deuce doesn't even know about that, because if he knew about that, his total demeanor towards this, you know,
right,
would be completely different. I think he's bit off way more than he thinks he has, because that can be used as evidence. Can it? Could it?
Oh, absolutely. It's exactly what they're claiming that Jeremy's done. He's inciting people to do stuff. Well, this was in her group, like a group that she ran, and people were posting that, and she didn't say, no, don't do that. She didn't take it down right away.
I mean, she's made quite a few groups from what I've heard.
I know of at least 5.
Jesus Christ!
And the thing is, I was in many of those. And she knew my thoughts, but that goes to show you her thought process. She thought, if I let them in my group, I will be able to convince them that, he's a bad person.
Yeah.
So that's. I'm looking through more here because I've got some, and I only have a drop in the bucket of what Jeremy has.
I mean, looking at all, from what I've seen, I'll be honest, I'm catching up. The thing is, I've done in the last month, I've done a lot of digging. I've caught a lot of people on the boomerang effect lies and that. But one thing I haven't seen, and obviously this is even new to me. Now, if people, hypothetically speaking, and like you said, Jeremy's probably got all this, but if there's stuff out there that can richly bury them, and I mean not like burying unalive, I'm talking about legally bury them. I think Bruce, he instead of flapping his gums and going around giving it, look at, I'm a big shot lawyer, what you should be doing is going, right, Lynette, tell me everything that you've done. How many Facebook groups do you have? What have you said in those Facebook groups? What have you done this? What have you done that? And yeah, do I feel sorry for him? No, he's an absolute waste of actual fact. He needs to find a forest, go up to a tree and apologize to that tree for creating the oxygen that he's wasted. Right? Because
That's what he is. He's an oxygen thief. But at the same time, you have to look at it in a bigger picture. He's walked into this, giving it all large, going, allegedly, probably like, solicited, allegedly, right, a client because of Sarah Shard getting involved. So here now, he's sitting there giving it all large, and that. Sorry, gone.
This is Milltown's Best. Over a year ago, this is what he was doing. Like,
oh wow.
So them saying, we're only covering the trials and all the no. Like, this has been going on for a long time.
I think there's more. I think there's going to be more. I think their case is. Don't quote me on this. I'm saying this off the cuff, but their case, by the looks of it, is looking more and more unwinnable. Because if Jeremy's legal team, decide to use every single screenshot, every single comment that she and other people have made, and say, right, this is exhibit A to Z, and then Z1, Z2, Z3, or A1, A, and all that stuff, there's going to be so much evidence.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And I'm not legally trained, and even I'm saying that.
It's all of these people, like, were in there commenting, like, not realizing that we were paying attention. Like, we were sitting back paying attention, and a lot of us were just laughing about it because it was so crazy. But then they kept, like, going further and further.
The thing is, what right? You got two camps. The way I see it, you got three camps. Camp one is Lynette and John Cook, right, and that poor child. Camp two are the people who are on the they don't like Jeremy for one reason or the other, or they don't like Lynette for it. So you got two camps there, right?
Yep.
And then the third one is the legal aspect of the whole thing. It's like the YouTubers. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people like ML, like Jabba the Hutt, Jabba the Hutt's sister, Thomas Collins, and all these other people who've jumped on this bandwagon thinking that, I can make some views, I can make monies. And they're thinking subscribers and how many views they get. They're not thinking about the legal aspects or the fallout that can come from this. And look at Collins, the way he reacted when that guy came in to serve Jeremy and George. He stood there like a 2-year-old going, "Yay, I'm getting a lollipop." And then Jeremy must have said something very, not rude or anything. He just went, "Sit down, you idiot," or something like that. And he sat back down. And he looked like he just had his ass slapped, and it was freaking hilarious. I mean, I actually laughed at that. But you've got you've got these three camps. Camp one is self-destructing continuously. Camp two, you've got you can see it on Facebook. You've got camp two. You've got two sides. You've got people who are fighting against the BS that people are posting, right? And then camp three, you've got people who are on the coattail, like other people saying. And what they don't realize is that they're convincing people who are very easily misled, who have got this cheap mentality, and they're convincing these people about all this. And then suddenly, the other day when that temporary restriction was taken, did you see how many people went totally changed the topic? Totally. It was like someone just took the world and reversed it by a day. All these posts started disappearing, and people were like, "Oh, well, Gems is this," and I was like, "Well, hang on a minute. Only an hour ago, you say that," and then someone thought he had tanks. He bought 3 tanks, and he was going to drive around in Otter Creek in tanks, and there was no. There was nowhere near that. He was joking. I mean, if I knew it was a joke, and by the way, they were British vehicles. They were 432s, and the other one had a 105mm on top of it, and it was deactivated.
People were coming after me like, they're not tanks. I'm like, I didn't post any of that. I didn't call them tanks. I don't think I've even finished that video yet.
That was freaking hilarious, mate. When I saw that, so I'm going to admit it. I put a post up saying, "Yeah, just took delivery of my own tank," and I put a picture of a A1 M1 Abrams with the barrel looking right at the camera. And I think someone said, "Report this to the police," or something like that. Oh God. I blame Max Lab. I'm blaming Max for this. I was going to blame Eric, but I'm leaving Eric alone.
Here, I'm going to show this one because
wait a minute. Public audit is coming to Jeremy. Sunshine is on deck. Stay tuned.
you can't audit a private person.
Wait a minute. Is that Sharon Michelle? Wait, is that?
Yep, that's chart right there.
I rest my case.
She's going to use sunshine law.
How? I mean,
it's an amazing misunderstanding how our government actually works. An amazing misunderstanding.
It's just amazes me that, look, I don't want to put this right. I need to say this, and I mean this with the Sarah, whatever you want to call yourself. You are not a fictional writer. You can't. You need to stop. You need to stop living in that world of fantasy, and you need to come back to the world of reality. You are making yourself look like you are. You're an idiot, an absolute idiot. They must have drop kicked you on the day of your birth. You cannot go out there and write all this crap thinking that you are some sort of fictional writer. You're not. You are writing gibberish. You need to stop. Go back to your singing. Go back to your photography class or something like that. Just go and get your bachelor's degree and actually become a real journalist and work for a newspaper or something. Right? But just stop, because what you're doing, you're making the situation worse, not just for yourself, but for other people. And unfortunately, there is a child that is suffering all this.
Right.
And that child doesn't deserve all this negativity. So just stop. Get a life. Tell your husband you've been talking to other men. Just have an argument with your husband or something. Just do something different. Go fishing. Shit. Just start. Here's an idea. Why don't you start painting pictures with your fingers? Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's in the water. I swear to God, it's in the water over there. I want an official check on the water in America, and I mean in every single fucking county. Right? I want to see results. I want blood tests. I want DNA tests. I want everything. What's that? What's Teresa Finn saying? Go, blah, blah, isn't journalistic phrases. No, it's not. No, actually, good point. Go, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I say. There you go. But no, see, I want all this. I want all this evidence. I want it. I'm telling you, it has to be in the water. Or they put it in the food. Oh, wait a minute. Everyone drinks freaking Kool-Aid now. Or is it McDonald's? It could be McDonald's. McDonald's could be doing it. Or is it Popeyes? Chick-fil-A. There you go. It must be Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A are putting shit in the drinks. What do you mean you're doubling down? I do not say blah blah blah. Eric, you say blah blah blah, sailor. What's that on the back of your shoe? What? Hello, sailor. Oh shit! I need to get a life. Well, wait a minute. I've got one. Do you want one? No, I'll have two. Okay. Do you know there was an old soldier I met, American guy. Oh God, he was funny. And one day he turned around to me and he went, "Do you know what the difference is? But you know what I learned when he was in Vietnam, by the way. He'd done 2 tours in Vietnam, and he showed me all the pictures and that. And he says, it's really weird. And I went, what? He said, one day I bumped into this medic, and this medic turned around to me. He said, you know what's really weird? He says, everyone's worried about, the bullet with your name on it. And this guy went, yeah. And he said, well, they shouldn't be worrying about it. It's where the bullet says to whom it may concern. And when he said that, I just couldn't stop laughing, because it was like, can you imagine a bullet stopping right in front of you, turning sideways and going, read that, sucker. To whom it may concern, you're fucked. I know. Oh God, why have we gone to? Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for using vulgar language. I do apologise for that. It just my excuse is I've got Tourette's. There you go. For tonight's show, I've got Tourette's. Tomorrow I'll have anger issues. Oh God, I'm in trouble with Eric. What's he said? Do not say blah blah blah. I don't say blah blah blah. I say blah blah blah. Why do I get a funny feeling that Eric and freaking Max are going to start on me? And where's Veteran? Where is he? He hasn't got the power scooter yet. Haven't raised enough funds, nor have had the VA challenge course. We'll see.
I'll go through these. I'm going to go through these, and because there's some pretty bad stuff that her supporters have said and done, and I've got them all saved.
Yeah, just be careful with the old the P word.
Yeah, there's some things that I don't really want to show as I'm going through these.
Yeah, or if it's inciting hate and inciting violence and stuff like that. Wait a minute.
But yeah, like some of this stuff is like, I know it's going to be used as evidence. I know for a fact it is. Yeah, here's like some of the stuff of them going after the Hudsons.
George has got a good comment there. I saw 2 leads in the pod, and some in the chat were bringing others into the situation just because they have an opinion that sides with Jeremy. Isn't that possible that people can think for themselves? Good fucking point. And come to their own conclusions. That's a good point. Yeah, the thing is, Georgia, you're not going to get people like that.
Right?
And the minute someone does come out and they try to make their own conclusions, they'll get hammered by these goldfish.
Like, here we go. Here's another. She talks about, him spreading lies and stuff, but this is her again saying that Jeremy made 5 calls to CPS.
He made 1.
Exactly. Other people made calls. Most of them were people that were on her property that were hired by her.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's not responsible for other people's actions.
Exactly. And, those people that she brought on were all drug addicts.
Hang on a minute.
Oh.
Why is Eric?
Hold on. Here's a good one.
Eric's picking on me, by the way.
So here you go. And I lost my contract with Winn-Dixie because of him. CPS was here yesterday. She never had a contract with Winn-Dixie. She never had a contract.
Now that can come to bite her back in the backside, because the thing is, if they say
absolutely.
show the contract, because you will get a copy of any type of contract. If you sign a contract, you will get a copy of it.
Well, it'll be a matter of, this is a screenshot. Did you not say this? And she'll have to say yeah, and be like, okay, can you produce the contract that you had with Winn-Dixie? She never had a contract.
I believe
She was just getting the old stuff that was going to be tossed.
Yeah,
and she was giving it to people, which, you know, that's illegal.
Would you consider? I mean, like, she's going to these companies. I mean, I'm not saying it's direct, but could you call it indirect dumper diving, where stuff they're going to throw away into the dumpster that she just says, hey, can you give us that instead of throwing it away?
You can give it to some animals and stuff like that, but you can't give it to people. And that's what she was doing. She was like making posts saying, oh, I've got bread if anyone wants bread. That was her way of trying to get people on her side.
Okay. For the record, see, I didn't know some of this.
I am going to have to get off the stream, though.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if you're planning on streaming today or anything.
No, not on YouTube. On other platforms, I probably will, because I'm going to start playing games again.
Okay.
But no, not. I don't stream on YouTube. I think enough people can cover that for me. You know, it's not that I don't want to stream on YouTube, but YouTube for me is, you know, it's educational purposes. There's a lot of YouTube channels up here besides your channel that are very educational. I can learn stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff off some of the videos that some people put up here, from law all the way to the DIY stuff. You know, and it is, you know, that's, so me going live on YouTube, that'll be the day. What? No. But no. But I'll give you a heads up of where I do, you know, when I do decide to go live.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I finally found it.
Oh, okay. Am I on what? Is that an adult dating site? No, I don't do that stuff. I'm married, mate. I'm happy. Are you on what is Rumble?
Rumble is just like YouTube.
Oh, no, I'm not.
So the interview today was put up because Jeremy flagged all of his videos, even ones that did not have his picture or name in them. So she was trying to do an interview with Stupid Dave and got flagged. And then, oh, look here, Paul Hembry. Turnabout is fair play.
Where's that? Oh.
Paul Hembry. Pretty much saying that he's going to report Jeremy's video.
Oh, Mr. Paul. Do you know what? If I was as low as a slug like you and other people, oh, Paul, you don't want to get me. The stuff I've got on you, 2.5 gigabytes of, oh God, Paul.
Right. So we have all this on that.
Yeah.
But it was all a matter of time.
The thing is,
but I'm going to get off.
Yeah. I'm going
to get off here, though.
I just want to say that, like, if there's any former British members of the armed forces and you want support and help, okay, you've got SAFA, which is a very good contact, and also combat stress, okay. Right, you can, if you Google combat stress for veterans mental health, or you go to SAFA, you will get the support and help there, and they will point you into the right direction, right? And you, okay, so there you go.
That's if you know of any veterans struggling in the U.S., you can always send them to the Battle Buddies app or have them dial 988. But thank you for telling me I should get on with you this morning, Spawn Trooper. I appreciate it.
Well, I didn't expect this. I mean, like, I thought you were going to come on to the other means, and then suddenly I'm like sitting there getting this, and I was like, oh crap. And then I thought, yeah, do you know what? It's actually a bloody good idea to discuss all this, because, like, I think people need to hear it and hear. There's a lot of stuff that we're holding back, you and I.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we're holding back, and that's because we got integrity. But there's some stuff we've discussed that needed to be said, because I think a lot of people were getting confused about what was going on. And at the end of the day, truth and factual evidence is very, very important. As simple as.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say this, and Mike doesn't know this is coming, right? Stop attacking veteran nations. Stop attacking Mike, right? Because at the end of the day, right, he is a charity. He supports veterans. And if you have any fucking decency in your body, right, those people have gave the ultimate price. And there's a lot of people who are struggling or who are veterans, and they need every bit of support they can. So stop, please stop using Veteran Nation and Mike as an excuse because you're having a bad day.
They're just mad. They don't like my opinion. They're just mad.
Yeah. And no, I don't drink scotch. I don't drink any alcohol unless you waterboard me with Jack D's. There you go. And ladies and gentlemen,
Well, I think
sorry.
I thank you for joining me today, and I thank all the audience for being here. But we're going to go ahead and end this because we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
But
Absolute pleasure.
yeah, anyone's talking about us, take video, screenshots, send it to me. I'm happy to receive it. And but you all have a great day today, and as usual, thank you all for being worth serving.
Absolutely. Take care, people.